Florida Governor Rick Scott announced his Fighting for Florida's Future budget in Tallahassee this week. One of its major selling points, he claims, is raising K-12 spending to historic levels. Education watchers point out that most of the governor's proposed 3% increase actually comes from local property taxes and is only a band-aid to the $1.1 billion he slashed when he first came into office. In fact, Scott's plan actually provides less money per pupil than Florida provided a decade ago once inflation is factored in. Also, Scott's historic high of $7,421 would still be 25 to 30% below the national average, trailing such states as Alabama, Louisiana, and Georgia. True to form, the governor is asking for an additional $600 million in tax cuts for businesses. Critics argue Florida already has one of the lowest corporate tax rates in the country. The governor's budget also calls for almost $4 billion in environmental protections. He writes, "I'm committed to ensuring our natural and water resources remain protected long into the future." But his record speaks otherwise. During his tenure, the governor has crippled the state's 5 water management districts, raised the allowable limits of toxins in our rivers and streams, forbidden state agencies from using the term climate change, and repeatedly misallocated billions of dollars of funds designated by Florida voters to Everglades restoration. Insiders indicate the governor is gearing up for a Senate run next year. A Scott bid would be an enormous boon to national Republicans hoping to expand their Senate majority. The party has prioritized winning the seat that's held by Senator Bill Nelson, a politically savvy Democrat who's managed to win 3 successive elections in the perennial battleground. Nelson is the only statewide elected Democrat in Florida, where Republicans hold majorities in the legislature and the congressional delegation. President Trump has demonstrated an interest in Florida politics and this week personally encouraged Scott to run for Senate. The governor is reportedly in weekly contact with the president after chairing a pro-Trump super PAC during the election cycle. But Trump's dismal approval ratings might turn out to be more baggage than boon come the midterms, which historically favored the opposition party rather than the White House. If you found the information in this video helpful, go ahead and share it with a friend. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button so you can find us again next week.